Greetings and welcome to this episode of Rhino School of Rock. Today we are going to teach you about diamond fluorescence. Okay, and we're going to do first a short little quick introduction here. I'm going to keep this as brief yet succinct as possible. And we're going to get into looking at fluorescence, what it looks like and its impact on diamond appearance. Firstly, what is fluorescence? Fluorescence in diamond is the act of when another mineral mixes with the carbon. Diamond is crystallized carbon, and as the carbon's crystallizing, if the mineral boron is present, it will cause a diamond to fluoresce. The amount of boron present will cause the diamond to either fluoresce faintly, medium, strong, or very strong. And those are the four grades that fluorescence will be categorized into as labs like GIA and AGS and different diamond labs grade diamond fluorescence, which in essence is a function of color in diamond because it can impact the color of diamond. So, about half the diamonds on the market have some form of fluorescence to them. Diamonds can fluoresce in many different types of colors, however, besides blue. Blue happens to be the most popular color, but diamonds can also fluoresce red, green, white, yellow, orange, quite a variety of colors that diamonds can fluoresce in. Fluorescence within diamond can either be positive, negative, or neutral. Okay? In very rare instances is it negative, okay? And sadly, this negative information about diamond fluorescence is what permeates the market, okay? If you do research on the internet, there is just a vast amount of misinformation on this subject of diamond fluorescence, which hopefully we're going to clear up for you in this tutorial. But instances when fluorescence can be negative, diamonds, there are some diamonds on the market. In fact, GIA has conducted a study on this. Less than like 1% of diamonds on the market that have fluorescence will have this like oily, chalky, or milky appearance to it. Okay, and I have it now up on the screen behind me just to kind of give you an idea of a diamond with that appearance and a diamond without it. Okay, so that would be a negative because it always looks like the diamond's dirty even after you've cleaned it, and that's not good. However, it's something that most people don't have to worry about, okay, because in most instances you're not going to see it, even with diamonds with strong and very strong fluorescence. Now, a positive feature about fluorescence is that because of this fear factor, diamonds that have medium, strong, or very strong fluorescence can be discounted to a greater degree. All right, so you guys as consumers out there can profit off this misinformation if you can wrap your mind around possibly getting a diamond with strong or very strong fluorescence. Okay, it's not always the case because there are some manufacturers who know, because the diamonds don't necessarily cost them any less, but they want to get rid of them because of this fear factor. Okay, now, so I would consider that a positive when they're deeply discounting it because of that fact, especially if it has no impact on the transparency of the diamond. If it doesn't have that oily or chalky look to it, why not take advantage of it? And some of the most beautiful diamonds that have graced our lab have had strong and very strong fluorescence, okay? Another positive about diamond fluorescence is that it can make warmer colored diamonds look whiter than what they actually are. So if you have a diamond if we happen to find a diamond that's say a KLMN or even a lower color, when you bring that diamond out into an environment that emits or activates the fluorescence, by the way, it's long wave ultraviolet lighting that activates fluorescence in a diamond, which we find in natural sunlight or natural daylight. So if you bring a diamond with a warmer color out into natural daylight that has long wave UV, it can make that diamond appear whiter than what it actually is. And even within white diamonds, if you take a diamond, say that's an H, an I, or a J, and even in color, and bring it out into daylight and it has fluorescence, it can make that diamond look as white as a D, E, or F, okay, or a colorless diamond. So fluorescence can be positive in that aspect, okay? So positive with regards to value and appearance in many instances. Although fluorescence in most cases is just neutral. It has no impact upon the appearance whatsoever. Okay, and if a lot of times I'll bring diamonds out into natural lighting that have medium or strong or very strong fluorescence, and I'll compare it to a diamond with no fluorescence, and there's really no earth-shattering difference in the appearance, nothing that I can note even as a gemologist who looks at these things every day. So the last point I want to bring out in this introduction is that negative aspect of fluorescence, and I talked about just earlier about that oily, chalky appearance, that can happen in diamonds that don't have strong or very strong fluorescence too. Because we have seen diamonds in our lab before that have had medium fluorescence, and when you take that medium fluorescence or even faint fluorescence and combine it with another gemological feature, or certain grain, which is graining, so if there's certain grain levels within diamond and it's combined with faint or medium fluorescence, that can make a diamond appear oily or chalky as well. Okay, and in our video, we have a video tutorial on the subject of diamond graining. You may want to see afterwards, because diamond graining can also make a diamond appear oily or chalky as well. So just one bit of good news for our clients or people who choose to do business here with Good Old Gold, the Ultimate Diamond Site, is we pre-screen all our diamonds for this feature. Okay, we examine it in the proper lighting to observe it in, and we'll compare it to a diamond with no fluorescence. And if we see the transparency of the diamond compromised in any way, we can show you through our videos, and we will disqualify that diamond from our own personal buying decisions, and we will not encourage it for you, because if it's a diamond we're going to back with lifetime policies, we don't want to see it back in our inventory if it has those negative features. All right, so I've rambled long enough in this introduction. Let's get to looking at diamond fluorescence and see the effects of it. This is going to be a fun one. Alrighty, so here we are in the lab setting, and we are under a 400 nanometer long wave ultraviolet light source, and the diamond that you see in there right now is a diamond with no fluorescence, okay, as graded by GIA. The diamond that I'm just going to stick in here now, we're in a pretty low light environment. I'm not sure how good the lens is going to do in picking this up, but it looks like I'm capturing it pretty good. This is a diamond that is graded as having faint fluorescence, okay? And you can see that blue hue, okay, which is activated by the mineral boron present within this carbon, illuminates to that blue glow, all right? Now remember, that blue glow isn't something you're going to normally see. You have to inspect it in long wave ultraviolet lighting to observe. The next time I'm going to pull in also has faint fluorescence, and you're going to notice a difference in the amount of fluorescence there. Okay, and that looks pretty obvious, right? Well, these are two diamonds graded as having faint fluorescence that fall in the minimum and maximum range of the faint fluorescence grade. All right. Yeah, as we're moving along here, hold on, I'm gonna move this tray over so that I get more diamonds on the screen for you. The next diamond that we're gonna look at has a rate of medium fluorescence. Okay. See that? And you can see the stronger amount of fluorescence in the medium. And then you thought that one was strong, huh? You ain't seen nothing yet. Okay, so there's medium. Here's another example of medium. fluorescence. That's another round. So you get a cushion and a round there. And what's funny, you know, this is fluorescence that you're not going to see it in your normal viewing environments. Okay, this may be your first time seeing it in the lab environment, or maybe you've seen graphics of it or whatever. But this is it live as you're looking at it. Next time I'm going to bring in has strong fluorescence. Okay, and relative to the medium, you can see the strength in the strong blue fluorescent. I'm going to move the tray over a little bit more so you can see the others as I bring them out. Here is another diamond with strong blue fluorescence as well. Another cushion. And you can see the relative strength of fluorescence. Here is very strong blue fluorescence. Wow, well, let me move that over even a little bit more. So here are your relative degrees. I got on the screen right now, that's the stronger faint. Oops, the stronger faint, medium, medium, strong, strong, and very strong. Okay. The camera might have a little trouble focusing, but no, it looks like it's pretty much in focus. You got the idea though. There we go. Now watch this. Okay, we're in pretty low lighting, so I'm not sure how, but we're gonna deactivate the long wave ultraviolet light and watch how similar these all now appear. Okay. So here are all the same diamonds now, and I'm happen to be right now in under halogen lighting, but it wouldn't matter whether I'm in halogen lighting or in office lighting, diffused daylight. Regardless of the temperature of the lighting, all of these diamonds are going to appear very similar as you're observing right now on your screen. Okay, I'm going to zoom out a little bit. And here is a zoomed out view of those diamonds as well. And here they are back under the long wave ultraviolet light zoomed out. Okay, I think when we were zoomed in with the macro lens, we got a better view side by side. However, you can still see the differences in the video from none to the really extremely faint, medium, strong, and then very strong. Now, one thing I don't want you guys doing who are watching this is start telling me, I want a faint, or I want a strong faint, or this other business. GIA and AGS and all the laboratories do not make those distinctions, and trying to find diamonds that have exactly the carat weight, clarity, color, cut quality you want is difficult enough. So finding diamonds with different degrees of fluorescence, just say this, the more pieces you put to that equation, the more difficult or near impossible it's going to be to find what it is you want. There are even rare instances of fluorescence where diamonds will have phosphorescence, meaning that after you take the diamond away from the UV light, it will continue to fluoresce. And as you see, as I pull the diamonds away from the light, none of them continue to fluoresce. None of them have phosphorescence. Okay, all that blue goes away. And so, you know, we have people who call us and they say, I want a diamond that has this kind of fluorescence, this color fluorescence, this color and natural lighting, and we had a client who wanted phosphorescence, and as much as we wanted to help them, it don't work. I just wanted to add that. Oh yeah?
My sister lives out.
Okay. Here we have the diamond on the left has no fluorescence. The diamond on the right is the one with faint. So there's that comparison between those two. All right. All right, this next comparison now is the nun next to the medium blue. Okay, this comparison is a little more obvious, we believe. This is the diamond with no fluorescence on the left, which is a G color, versus the diamond on the right, which is a 95 IVS1 and has very strong blue fluorescence. And so there's the G color on the left next to an I color on the right. No fluorescence versus very strong blue fluorescence. And here in the direct sunlight, we're able to see these differences in the easiest way possible. Now, the visual differences that we see between these two are more notable than the comparison we made next to the diamond with the graining. Okay, there's with my hand behind it. Just adding a different type of contrast behind the diamonds. And there's without my hand behind the two diamonds. Okay, so there's those comparisons in direct sunlight. Okay, and with the sunlight coming in the window, I thought I'd start off this comparison showing you no fluorescence on the left versus the very strong blue fluorescence on the right. And we have direct sunlight coming in the window, so we have strong UV light entering in, where is going to be the lighting where you would see this in most. Okay, the diamond with no fluorescence is a 90 something FVS2 on the left, and the diamond on the right is an IVS2 with very strong blue fluorescence on the right. So there is that comparison. We can see color differences more from the side, but as we turn them face up, that's where we're going to see the differences in fluorescence. Okay, the difference that we're looking at here is the difference from no fluorescence on the left to faint fluorescence on the right. Okay, so from no fluorescence to faint fluorescence. There's that comparison. Okay, this comparison here is from no fluorescence to medium fluorescence. Right? And the sun is still coming in the window. So the UV from the sunlight is what activates the boron atoms in the diamond with fluorescence. And really, there's not any kind of difference there to wink at. It's not like there's really virtually any difference whatsoever. We're seeing what we can record here in the sunlight for you by the window. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, this one now is from no fluorescence to strong fluorescence. All right, this is the 91 or 94 FVS2 on the left next to a 71 DSI2 on the right. So from no fluorescence to strong fluorescence. Okay, then once again, here is the no fluorescence next to the very strong blue fluorescence. Okay. None next to very strong blue. Okay. Okay, now both of these diamonds have very strong blue fluorescence, and both of these are eye colors. Okay, the diamond on the left is an August vintage, it's a 114 IVVS, and the diamond on the right is a 95 IVS1 round brilliant cut, both with very strong blue fluorescence. Now, one of these exhibits more haze than the other, and I would say it is the round. Okay, so not all very strong blue fluorescent diamonds exhibit the same amount of hazy blue. Okay. or not all very strong, will exhibit hazy blue. Okay.
So what have you been up to, Homer?
Here we have none next to medium, next to very strong. Okay. None, medium, and very strong. Oh, no wonder why that's not in focus. None, medium, and very strong. Okay. As the last vestiges of sunlight are coming through the window, here's none, medium, and very strong. But this is the very strong that really impacted the transparency of the diamond most. Okay, and even though the sun has halfway down on the horizon already, there's just enough UV light coming in to let us see the differences. Okay, because you have an F on the far left, a D in the center, and the diamond on the far right is an eye color. Okay, and these are all in the 90-point range. All right. Wow, so this is a great clip, allowing us to see those visual differences from none to medium to very strong, where in those rare instances where very strong does give the diamond a little bit of a hazy look. Okay, so great educational clip on fluorescence. All right, first part of this video here by the window, we're looking at the 172 EVS2 Princess of Hearts versus the 230 HVS2 Princess of Hearts. I'm holding in my hands. Okay, and you know, optics face up gorgeous, of course. If you've seen any of videos with Princess of Hearts, you kind of know what to expect here. Absolutely beautiful, and are mimicking the optics that we see in the rarest rounds, but in a cut-cornered square, radian cut. All right. Now, if you're going to see any color differences, right here on the profile view is where you'd see them. Okay, and I can see it. Okay, but face up, I'd be very hard pressed. And here in natural daylight, we're not getting any blue haze or any milkiness in this Princess of Hearts in the 230. Nope, nope, nope. It's beautiful, beautifully transparent. If it had any haze, I wouldn't have bought it, period. Any over blue or anything like that. So completely safe there.
Okay, so in closing, I just want to say, if a diamond is found for you and it has all the characteristics you're looking for in carat weight, clarity, color, and cut, and the diamond has faint, medium, strong, or very strong fluorescence, and it doesn't impact the optics, do not rule it out because of the fluorescence factor. As you've seen in this video, there are many beautiful diamonds that have fluorescence. A lot of consumers even prefer them, and it's just silly to bypass a diamond for that reason alone. Don't let misinformation get the best of you from getting what is perhaps the most beautiful diamond that you've found for that special woman in your life. Thank you for watching our program today on the subject of diamond fluorescence. I hope it has helped enlighten you to this subject even more so, and most of all, eliminated whatever fears you may have had about it, because most of the time it's unwarranted. And also remember, if you've chosen Good Old Gold, the ultimate diamond information site, to serve you, you have no fears whatsoever, because we're going to pre-screen these kind of diamonds with the negative factors out of our buying decisions, especially for you, our clients. Thanks again for watching. You guys hit subscribe up there in the YouTube corner if you want to catch more educational programs like this or other diamond comparisons. We're happy to have you on board with us, and till next time.